So just as before, I got the desire to travel the seas once more. So I went down to the harbour and I gathered all the things that I would need for a long sea journey, and I managed to get a new ship.
At first it was beautiful weather. The sky was deep blue, there were little white clouds floating over our heads, but then the wind came in. It was a real storm, a hurricane. The ship was tossed about and it started to crack and fall apart. And everybody clung to bits and pieces that would keep him floating, afraid to drown, of course. Fortunately, there was an island, and somehow we managed to swim to that island and climb ashore.
We pulled ourselves out of the water, coughing and spluttering all the way until we rested on the sand to catch our breath. But we soon realised that we'd need to go and find some food, so we stood up and we walked along the beach until we reached the edge of a forest. But no sooner had we got this far away from the trees that out from those trees came the most weird and wonderful tribesmen you could ever possibly imagine, with painted faces and large spears, screaming a very unusual language into our faces. Well, they soon grabbed us by the scruff of the neck and dragged us into the forest, where they put us into a really large pan. And it wasn't long before they started to bring us some very, very disgusting things to eat. They tried to force us to eat it, but I just said, no way. Zoop.